Hmm.
Ecstasy of gold.
I mean, really, it's only one of us.
We are all gonna die relaxed.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mhm. It's reverse alphabetical, which would mean hearts, beats, diamonds.
What am I gonna do? So, I've already got it lassoed. I think I got the lasso, but I couldn't pull it. Yep. But bit Lily, so I'm freaking out. I was trying to like avoid hurting anybody, but all bets are off now. Um, so I reach into my backpack and pull out a knife and throw it at the spider.
So it, it would be a shooting roll, typically speaking. I'm not entirely sure with thrown objects, but I believe it's still a shooting roll.
Mm. It's a Bowie knife. It's in my backpack. Got two of them. What?
I think they're asking if there's any stats associated to it, like the
Oh
damage.
yeah. Strength D4 plus 1, range 248, Bowie knife. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
The bottom of page 31. It does say other ranged weapons, so I would guess that would make sense. Nope.
Correct.
D4. What was the wild die?
D6.
All right. Wee. I said we. So I rolled a 4.
No, your mic's not coming through on the stream. I was. Probably don't need to. I'm trying to be quiet. Yeah, something like that. 9 o'clock in the morning. You don't get out of bed for 9 o'clock in the morning.
Everything before 10 a.m. is a war crime.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Dang it. Nope. I guess I will stay here.
I'ma shoot the spider. We used bones, right? Okay. Yeah, that's fair, just making sure. Character sheet. Shooting. Okay. That's a 6. So I can roll again. That's another 6. So I can roll again. And that's a 1. So that's a 13.
If it's over by 4, typically, I'm not entirely sure if it's correct, but I believe I give them an extra d6 for damage.
Okay, I used my cold frontier, so that's 2d6 plus 1, so that's 3d6 plus 1. Uh, 12 damage. Bang.
Boom.
It's up to you. It's your call.
I assume I don't have a second, like, shoot action, right? Mm-hmm. No, that's fine.
I should also just point out, if you want me to adjudicate a little bit, if you want to take a second shot, you need to declare that before you do the first shot, because it affects the first shot as well. Because the -2 is for both shots.
Ah, so I get -2 on both.
Yeah. If you
Okay.
decide to do the multi-shot.
No, one shot is fine.
Spirit test. But just to help out as an alternative option, they can also spend a Benny to remove Shaken entirely. I'll have to look up stunned. That one I have not come across. I'll look for it. I thought it just took an extra wound and death. It's probably on the PDF.
It says shaken or stunned.
Shaken or stunned, yeah.
Taken, not stirred.
So it's effectively the same thing.
Okay.
They take extra damage.
uh, 2 wounds. How many wounds do we start off with? Okay.
You're the marshal. One thing I'll also mention is you get negatives with the more wounds you have. I believe it's -1 per wound. It also shows it on the character sheet if they're using the PDF. Oh, I didn't know it affected pace too. That's interesting. Well, they passed by miles. Yeah.
Not to be a stickler, but he's also prone or on his knees, which is an effect of being stunned. Yes, but when you get stunned, you fall to your knees or fall prone. And getting up takes 2 inches of movement.
Yeah. I'm still dying, right? Yeah, I think I'll try attack this spider with...
Whoa! That's
Yeah, can I attack it with my whip?
I believe that's fighting. Yep.
Okay.
Both. Snowtwig hit both. Why one of them? No. I'm pretty sure you take both.
I thought it was just the wild die.
No,
No,
you
no.
take the highest.
And they are both at 6, so shouldn't
Yeah.
he?
Oh, yeah. They both explode if that's what you mean.
Yeah. No.
No, they both explode. They keep exploding and then you just take the highest.
So 10. But -2, right? So 8.
Come on, whip it good.
Is that... Three die. Do I add a wild die as well, or is...
No. No, it doesn't. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's a raise, yeah. Yeah.
I have no clue. I rolled all 3 dice at once. I don't know. So I'll move away. Yeah, I think. Okay, I'm gonna move up here. No.
Thought we are keeping the initiative.
No, it's reset every round.
Yeah, but last fight we agreed on keeping the initiative. So we don't have to draw cards every round. You did say that. No, I didn't.
I'm going to point out it's actually in your best interest to draw cards every round because you might draw a Joker. Because that gives you an extra Benny.
Hey, I'm just saying, but sure, we can draw cards. I don't care.
I'll let it be a rabbit. Just a tiny bunny.
I don't
Bum, bum.
care as long as it doesn't have lethal poison.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm rethinking whether I want to join this campaign.
Spiderlands.
Sensitive.
Do we like shuffle it again or?
That could be it. Yeah. In that case, I'm sorry.
I can't move the card. There we go.
I forget how to do this.
Yeah.
Draw from the top.
Draw from the top and flip.
That's
It's
So-
not a
that's
joker.
Jack.
That's not a joker, that's a jack.
Noon is trying to cheat. Oh yeah, that's a joker for sure. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
You picked 9 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, it's 1 a.m. here.
Ooh.
As a swarm of spiders erupt underneath their feet.
Who shot it?
I shot it.
Poison you too.
What was the other option? Only wildcards. If the stat block doesn't have the pistol in front of its name, it doesn't get the wild die. That was the mistake I made too. Oh yeah, and just as a reminder, your audio is not coming through on your stream.
I mean, I told you like 30 minutes ago, and you didn't
Yeah.
listen. I told you in Discord.
Yeah, also.
I would comment on this, but it's just too depressing.
Okay, my mic's fixed now. Sorry, Beans. No one told me
Check it.
correctly. No one told me to my ears.
We
They tried to tell
tattooed
me
it
to
on
do-
your
literally
yes.
joined the chat and said, the first thing I said is, hey, your mic isn't on the stream.
And you were really quiet, so I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, now you're blaming my mic to be the problem.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
gosh.
excuses.
Okay. Anyway. What did I roll? I rolled a 5. To your parry.
My parry is 6.
Okay. The Spooter tries to bite you, but it's too frazzled and lassoed, and it misses you. Next, we have Lily.
I'm going to whip the spider again. And I think my whip has reach.
You have a reach of 2. So yes, you can reach it.
Okay. Was it just fighting again?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh. You try to whip it, but you miss because it's like freaking out, moving around a lot, and you're terrible with your whip. I gotta work on my DM descriptions of things. What else would you like to do?
I'm gonna step back 2 paces.
Okay. Then we have Zenobia.
I'm basically in melee combat with this thing, right? Can I
Yes.
just disengage, or do I get attacked if I try to move away from it?
There is a free strike, kind of a attack of opportunity. If it's not shaken, I think you can do a skill, but I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head what that is. If you want, I can look into it.
Okay. In that case, can I use my revolver and just shoot it again?
Yes.
Are you in melee with this thing?
It attacked me, so I assume so.
Yes.
There is a penalty to shooting melee, but it is something you can do.
What's the penalty?
I believe it's either a neg 2 or a neg 4. I'll look it up for you.
Because that would be irrelevant.
Let's see, extreme range. I need the opposite of extreme range. Let's see. Attacks, ranged, all range.
Firing into melee.
No. I don't fire into melee. I am in melee. Firing
Yes,
into melee
that's
would
the
be
same.
if I stand outside and shoot into
That's-
a melee fight.
It's the same description. Occasionally heroes have to fire in the middle of the hand-to-hand fights. The trouble is that they might see if you can stand perfectly still on the table. Firing use the innocent bystander rule, see page 102. I don't think I have quite got the right one. Sorry, I'm trying to. Okay, ranged weapons and melee. The attacker may only use a power or one-handed ranged weapon, such as a firearm no larger than a pistol. When in melee, they may not fire rifles other than long arms. And it is against the defender's parry instead of the normal stat. So looks like it's just against that parry.
Okay, so I can use my pistol without penalties.
Yes, broadly speaking.
Yeah, I mean, the penalty is that I have to go against its parry, but it's not a dice penalty for me. Right?
I'm just trying to back this up with what I'm reading is in the process. It says also, if attacking a non-adjacent target with a ranged attack while in melee, the attacker still becomes... Okay, it's not applicable to you, though.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's just against that parry.
Okay, then I try to shoot it again.
Okay.
2d6. Let's go for it. That's a 6, so I can roll again.
Mm-hmm.
9 total.
Okay. 9 total. So then you get to roll your damage with an extra d6 because you raised, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So again 3d6
Mm-hmm.
plus 1. We don't reroll damage die, right? They can't explode.
I think they can explode once, but no more.
But you killed it anyway.
Okay.
You killed it! It's dead.
I ding dong did it.
Ding dong did it.
What is ding dong? What?
There. Now you killed it. Okay. But now you've stirred up its babies. Even more. And it's Calvin's turn.
Oh boy. Do you attack a swarm of spiders?
With the big feet.
Big feet. I am a big dude. Alright. I'm going melee on the spider swarm.
Okay, you're gonna stomp him?
Yep.
Oh god.
Just rolls over them.
Alright, make a fighting roll.
Fighting. I got a 6.
Okay,
So 2
roll it
sixes.
again. Wait, where are you rolling at?
I didn't roll it yet. There they go.
And his fighting dice is a 6.
Yeah. Up. And it exploded, so another 6. Nine.
Okay. Roll your damage with an extra d6.
Damage.
Of your feet. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
What's unarmed?
A foot is
Unarmed
12
attack.
inches. What was the question?
What's the damage of unarmed attacks?
It's your strength.
Oh, natural weapons? No.
Yeah, if you don't have anything buff in it, typically it's a d4. Plus your strength dice.
D4 plus strength. No wild.
Well, you added d6 because you got a raise on your attack roll.
No wilds on attack roll, on damage rolls.
No, it's not a wild dice. This is a raised damage dice.
Okay.
Are you sure about the damage code? Because I bought a Bowie knife in character creation, and the damage for the Bowie knife is strength plus a d4 plus 1. That
Yeah.
seems a little bit
What?
low to buy a knife. And then if unarmed is strength plus a d4.
I believe that's what it is. I'll take a look at it.
Just wondering.
It'll take me a bit to find.
Creatures. They aren't unarmed defenders.
Unarmed damage. An unarmed combatant rolls only his strength die, unless he has
Okay.
an edge like brawler, martial artist,
Ah, that
which
might
would
be
grant him
where
an additional damage die.
so I've got that.
So I do my strength die and then the raise 6.
Yes.
All right.
Stomp them.
9.
Damn.
9.
Nice.
You stomp all over these little baby spiders.
It's scooters.
And you manage to squish every single one of them with your giant feet.
The special effects.
And you have vanquished all the spiders. Well done, party.
Da, 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 da.
Wow. Most
Snowflake.
Ah.
Lily
Ooh.
is, however, feeling the effects of the lethal poison and feels that their time is soon unless something happens to help Lily's situation.
Okay,
So what would you like to do?
we know she got poisoned, right? Because nobody really voiced that yet.
No one voiced that, so you don't know.
Okay.
Snowtwig can tell. Lily can tell that there's lingering effects of poisoning happening to her.
Lily's going to be audibly like groaning in pain.
Okay, that's fair. Then I would say we saw her get bitten by the spider, so we would sprint over to
Yep.
get a look at her, and if we see it, we probably can tell she got poisoned.
Where'd you get bitten at?
I'd know everywhere. You just
Is that
everywhere.
true?
Can I do a survival roll to maybe find an herb or something around here that works as an anti-venom?
Sure.
Okie dokie.
But yeah, is there a specific spot she was bitten at, or
We'll say a shoulder.
oh, okay,
That's a 5.
shoulder's rough.
Okay. You can tell that in this area there's not a whole lot of plant life being down here in Texas. It's kind of scrubby wasteland. But you know that there is some kind of herb in the area. You just don't see it in the immediate vicinity.
So I have to go look for it, basically.
Basically. Or find someone who might have something already.
What do you mean, has something already? I mean,
Like,
we are in the middle of nowhere.
Maybe back at the ranch or in town.
Well, the thing is,
Someone might keep that kind of stuff on hand because they know spiders are around.
okay, the best thing would be we load Lily on her horse and bring her back.
You could, but I do recommend trying some kind of skill that might like a first aid to kind of like lengthen her time of being stable?
I don't have that skill.
I will point out you can attempt any skill. The odds of success aren't necessarily great, but there's always that, because it can explode, there's always that possibility you might succeed.
Okay. How do I attempt this skill I don't have?
Roll it with a -2 to your roll.
So a D4
roll a D4. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, D4.
and a D6?
And the D6, yeah.
Okay, with a -2 basically.
Yeah.
Got it. There's the 6.
Ooh,
Nice.
I wanna rescue Snow's ass. 7.
well done.
So -2 is a 5.
Okay. So, you know that you can suck out the poison, enough of it to kind of get by Lily some time. So you suck out the poison, you spit it on the ground.
And poison myself. Great.
I was gonna say you should make him roll to see if he remembers to spit it out.
And also remember that it's venom, not poison.
Well, I mean, if I ingest it through Lily's blood, I get poisoned. So for me, it is poison.
You're fine. You stabilize Lily enough to buy time to get back to wherever you would like to take her for additional help.
Okay. She doesn't
Better
look
make the
so
right
good.
choice though, because if you go to the wrong place, no help.
Yeah. She doesn't look so good. We
No.
should bring Lily. What's closer? I think the farm is closer, right?
Yeah, the ranch is closer.
Shall we try the ranch first?
It's the only place I know to go to.
Yeah. Alright, so we load Lily up onto her horse.
Mm-hmm.
And
Back.
yeah.
What about Debbie? She was bitten.
I don't think Debbie was bitten.
Oh,
I think
Debbie.
the spider just latched
Jumped
onto
on top
her.
of her.
Yeah, just jumped on top of her.
Ah,
To the headbutt.
Yeah. So Debbie's okay for now.
She's a tough
Debbie.
cow.
Debbie from accounting.
So you head back to the ranch.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Let me gather you people in the correct places. You're coming. Why can't I not grab you? Why can't I grab Zenobia? I can grab everyone else.
I didn't do anything, I swear.
Is it a program glitch? Do you need to like refresh it or something?
I think I'm just gonna delete.
Wait,
and-
isn't that grabbing it?
I don't know. Let me just.
No, she killed my horse.
She died on the way back.
He died on the trail.
There we go. Now I can grab you. And let me assign you. How do I assign you?
And my horse?
Hold on. Hold
She's
on.
my
Hold on.
horse.
Hold on. Okay.
Look at
You
my
have control of your
horse.
token. Where's your horse? Let me see. Right here. There you go. There's
Yay.
your horse.
Thank God you're still alive. Just vanished into thin air as if a godly hand made you disappear.
Assigning our other characters here. There we go. Okay. You come riding back into the ranch. And Bill Sutter, the ranch owner, sees you coming back and looking kind of rough. Oh, I need to get the cows in here too. Because that was your whole purpose of going out, was to bring back cows. You had Debbie and one other one, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. The other two we found were already killed and eaten by the spider. Sorry, the Sluder.
I think he sent you out to find 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So he sees you guys coming in, and he says, well, you came back a little worse for wear, I see, and only 2 of them. Don't click on the spider, or the
cow.
Snake.
Oh,
the snake's
snake.
not there. What happened out there?
We can explain later, but we need a doctor for Lily. She got bitten by a large spider and got poisoned, venomed, whatever.
Oh, you came across the spiders, huh? I was afraid of that.
Yeah.
Maybe should have warned you about them.
Yeah, maybe should have. Took 2 of your cows too.
Man, they've taken way too many of them cattle. We really need to do something about them. Let me run into the house. I know where we've got some venom, some anti-venom.
We got some venom. You want some more?
We got some venom that we made anti-venom with, and cause we've run into this before. So he goes in and fetches that and administers that to Lily. She'll need some bed rest though. That's gonna take a while to recover from. And we've got some time still before we hit the trail up north, so you take some rest before doing any more work around the ranch. I'll give you some leeway on that. But in the meantime, we'll take these two cattle and put them with the rest of the herd that we're gathering up for the drive. Right now it's getting to about evening, so he says, well, we're getting dinner set up in the bunkhouse, so get yourselves cleaned up and come join us for some stew, why don't you? And he heads back to his house. And you guys can do as you like. You can go to the bunkhouse. Or
We gotta
whatever.
put the cow and horses up.
Yeah, you'll wanna maybe take care of your horses.
Alright. Get down off my horse. Start leading it. Hey, Lily, if you wanna go rest, I can take care of your horse too.
Yeah, I'll go do that. I'll go head to the bunkhouse.
Alright.
Take a nap.
I lead 2 horses into the barn.
Mm-hmm.
Do.
Do.
And stable them up.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Zenobia?
Sure. I bring the horse in the stable.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure she's alright, that she has water and some food.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, go for a nap as well, I would say. We've been riding 2, 3, 4 days? Something like that.
Something like that, I don't remember.
I think it was 2 days to the area and 2 days back, if I remember correctly. Right?
Probably something like that.
So, yeah. Sleeping in a bed sounds pretty good right about now.
Okay. So you guys head into the bunkhouse. And there's a water spigot outside. You can wash up out there. There's not really much in the way of showering facilities. But you can like run your head under the water. You can put the cows over here.
Get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't forget our prize. That was the whole reason we quested.
Yeah.
Touch the cow. Do it now.
And so you guys get cleaned up and pick out which bed you want in the bunkhouse. And the rest of... You find the other fellas in there, ranch hands. There's 14 other guys that work here. Plus the foreman, Luke Canton, this guy here. They're all preparing the dinner table for everybody to come eat together. And there's also 2 new people that you have not come acquainted with yet. For you two joining us, you have been recruited by Bill Sutter. He comes in to dine with you guys also. He came across the 2 of you at the town of Sutter's Flats, which is the same way that the other party members got recruited. He came across you guys there at the town and let you know that he's looking for ranch hands, and obviously there's no other reason for you guys to be there out in the middle of nowhere in a ranching town if you weren't looking for ranch work. So he enlists you guys, and you joined him here at the ranch, and you've just come down to sit to dinner with everybody. At this point, since Korhawk mentioned I did not give anyone a chance to describe what their character looks like, we can go ahead and do character introductions and what you guys look like. Core, would you like to start, since you're so eager?
I'm Calvin Reed, nickname Big Reed. That's because he's a big old burly fella. He is 6'5", 277 pounds. All chest, big old dude. You can tell he's worked most of his life, hard labor. Not the smartest, but he knows a few things in a few particular areas. He has a surprisingly fancy duster on, and then just very basic pants, shirt, work boots, and hat.
Okay, who'd like to go next? Not all at once.
You might have to delegate.
Alright, Zenobia.
Roll for initiative.
It's a bunkhouse fight. No. Sure. Zenobia is a rather young woman, around 20, maybe goes towards 25. She looks pretty rough, like she has a couple of really hard days behind her. She looks like someone who knows how to fight. Red hair, is wearing a what looks like padded vest, and a pair of knuckle dusters are dangling from her belt. And she has a large white cowboy hat with a red band on the base. She's wearing the usual cowboy attire, so the boots and the sturdy jeans. But she doesn't really give off the normal, like, ranch hand aura. It looks like she can do it, but it's not her main trait.
Okay. Snowtwig.
Lily, she's probably like somewhere, you can tell she's probably somewhere in her 20s. Yeah, she's wearing like a shirt, like big kind of gloves, like kind of practical kind of gear. She's carrying like lots of little talismans, and like doodads just carried on her person, like belts and necklaces and stuff. She wears a big old hat, and she's got like you can tell that she's like been up to like work, like she's got like bits of dirt on her and stuff. And she looks she always got like bags under her eyes and a little tired. And you can kind of tell that she does stuff like related to like the occult and like undead things, like kind of supernatural. She like gives off like a supernatural kind of vibe. And yeah.
Awesome. And we'll have character art for her soon, maybe?
Hopefully.
I didn't see where you left off on your stream the other day.
No, I didn't get very far.
She already has a story arc. She just survived a lethal poison.
No, character art.
Art.
Like, he's literally been drawing her.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So that's
Is this not the character?
No, that was some art he just found randomly online, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a placeholder.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like close to it.
Very close, yeah. Alright, Derek, would you like to go next?
Okay, so tucked away in the corner of the bunkhouse is a individual who sort of likes to stick to the shadows. Very small. He's only 5 foot, and his clothing is not something you would see typically in the frontiers. It's very loose-fitting clothing. The only thing that seems to be from around is Stetson. You don't see any indication of him carrying any firearms or weapons about him at all. He seems to try to mostly keep out of other people's way. When you do catch a look at him, you can clearly tell that he is not from this country. He is from somewhere in the far east. I feel like that's everything that'll be at face value until they can make various skill checks or whatnot.
Okay. And we have doubles.
Fantastic. So, down here in the other corner, we've got like a quintessential American. However, he's completely disheveled. Hair not kept, beard not kept. His clothes are all kind of ratty and clearly he's been wearing the same set of clothes for the last 2-3 weeks, something along those lines. And his eyes are like seeing the stew on the table. His eyes are great, big, and wide. He has not eaten in a while. He is around 10 feet tall. Normal weight's around 160 pounds. But
10 feet tall?
Did you just say 10 feet?
I did say 10 feet. I meant 5'10" tall because
That's my height.
You don't want to fit in here.
Yep, I looked at what I wrote down and I was like, oh yeah, no, that's what I said. Yep, nope, 5'10" tall, and 10 feet tall, but only 160 pounds. Yeah, that'd be great. But yeah, he looks like he's definitely fallen on some hard times recently, and he introduces himself as Rex. He starts off saying sheriff, and he's kind of like sheriff, but then he realizes he's not really a sheriff anymore, so he just, corrects himself and says Rex.
Would
Okay.
Rex and my character have known, introduced each other since we were both hired at the same time?
I mean, how long do you think your characters have been in town for, I suppose?
My character probably only just got to town.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say the same, since we're both hired at the same time then. So we haven't really had any time to converse or anything. Okay.
Yeah, my character's been wandering the Texas countryside, just
pretty much
trying to figure out what to do. Yeah.
Okay. So you all sit down to the meal. It's like one big long table in this bunkhouse. And the stew is being served out to everybody, and you all settle in to sit and have a meal together. The rest of the ranch hands, they're familiar with each other. They've been working together for quite a long time as standard employees working with these ranch crew. And they're pretty tired after a long day of work, and they don't really engage in too much conversation other than what they've done throughout the day. Is there any conversation you guys would like to get into? Questions you want to ask anyone or anything like that?
Yeah, when I down the first bowl of stew, I'm looking for a second.
You might be looking at mine because my character is somewhat hesitant to eat this. It's not food that he's used to.
I straight up ask, are you going to eat that? Because if not, I'll eat it.
I push the stew towards him, and I'll probably eat the bread or something that I can identify.
Perfect.
Bill sees that, and he's like, what was your name down there? He doesn't remember what your name is. Zhang,
so with a somewhat a thick accent, my character does say Zhang.
John. Okay, that's what your name is. John. You better be prepared to eat more than that, because you're gonna need your energy and your strength to do the work that's needed around these parts. If you're gonna be part of this cattle drive we got coming up, you're gonna need some nourishment. So eat up.
I prefer to travel late.
Alright. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Calvin, sitting next to Lily, kind of looks over and is like, how you doing? You holding up alright? Keeping the food down?
Lily goes, yeah, just I'm managing, and then she kind of her head kind of falls in the bowl of food she's eating for a second.
Oh god!
Before she she realizes what she's done, and then she goes back to.
But there's this paste mark as you sit up.
Yeah.
And Luke says, yeah, I heard you got bit by them spiders out there. You just better plan on resting tomorrow, but I think by the next day you'll feel right as rain. Okay, anybody else? Or Zenobia?
Zenobia gets up after her bowl is empty, she burps and goes for seconds.
Okay, everybody else kind of wrapping up their meal, and they start bringing out some playing cards, or taking out a cigarette or a pipe and start smoking, or whatever they want to do to pass the evening away till bedtime. Anyone else want to do anything before heading to sleep?
I'll service my weapons since I had to use them. So I make sure they are in good condition still, and maybe give them a small cleaning.
My character is currently eyeing this individual over here.
Eyeing? Like, with your eyeballs?
Yes. Like, looking at them.
Okay.
Sizing them up.
Exactly. It's quite
He's a big
possible that
size.
is what's happening. Yeah, he's a big fella.
Yeah. Calvin is completely oblivious to this and is just
Yeah.
kind of piddling around.
Focus on the food.
Yeah.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
He
head
didn't
buried in
take
his teapot.
a second bowl initially, but he definitely finished off
Yeah.
once everybody else was done, very noticeably.
My character might be wondering if you happen to be a sumo warrior or something.
But yeah, he's oblivious to it and is just kind of fiddling around in his bunk, sorting his backpack, getting ready for bed.
Doubles? Anything you want to do before hitting the bed?
Helps if I unmute the mic. I'm gonna go and find Bill, I think you said his name was, to find out if he's got anything I can use to patch up my my clothing.
Okay. Bill's over here. Bill's
Fantastic.
actually about ready to walk out to towards his house.
Yeah, well, I'm also in the kitchen right now dishing up food, so just imagine that I walked over to Bill to find out if he has anything I can use to patch up my clothing.
Well, you could probably head into the barn. We've got some extra clothing. We've got some grain sacks if you want to use any of that material. But you're welcome to help yourself to anything you find in the barn.
Okay. I'm gonna spend the evening doing that before I go to bed, just patching up my clothes.
Okay. Lily, anything else you wanted to do?
No. She's probably just gonna head straight to bed.
Makes sense. Alright. So the evening winds down and everyone starts one by one heading off to bed. And you sleep till the next morning. You hear a bell start ringing. Luke comes in, starts ringing this cowbell. And he says, "Get up! Time for work!" Well, time for breakfast, actually. You have to eat breakfast first.
There's probably a very good probability I may already be up and outside meditating.
Okay. Well, Luke's still in the bunkhouse, and he gets up, and Oh, I have another character. Wait. He's the cook. Where did I put my cook at?
He was a stew.
Here he is. So, we've got Javier. Javier is making breakfast. And Luke starts ringing the bell to get everybody to wake up and eat breakfast. And he's like, "Where is that John fella? Anybody seen John? His bed's empty."
If you're referring to my character would be
Yeah.
like,
They're calling
let's
you
say,
John.
I don't know, out here on this rock.
Okay.
Calvin pops up. He saw Jean leave because he wakes up, as soon as the sun's up. He's used to
Yep.
it.
Makes
It's
sense.
like, I saw him walk outside a bit ago. Not sure what he was going off to do.
I guess he's starting work early. Alright, well, everybody tuck into breakfast and come on outside and you'll get your duties assigned. So he
When I see
walks out.
people gathering I'll go towards them. But if anyone here catches sight, I'm sort of moving my arms in a very slow, like Chai Chi kind of manner, and standing on one foot in some cases. And then when I notice them, I step off and move towards them.
Alright, so we've got... So Javier, he's not really doing a full meal, but he's kind of like passing out, I don't know what they eat for breakfast in the West, but granola bars or something, I don't know. So you all finish breakfast and they start gathering outside. And the foreman, Luke, here starts doling out tasks to everybody. And I want everyone to roll a d10 to see what their task is for the day. Lily is gonna be assigned something kind of lightweight since she's still recovering. She's gonna be assigned making rope. So they sit you in a corner with some rope material, and you're just gonna be braiding rope. That's what your job is for the day.
Guys, we are using bones.
Yes.
Because
So
it has a lock function.
Yeah, in the top left corner,
Would you like me to
there's all
re-roll?
the. No, you can just tell me what you rolled.
An 8.
Okay. So, Zhang, you
Is
are.
giant red? What?
That's Doubles. Doubles, rename yourself
I did.
correctly.
I did.
Your name is not Disease Giant Rat.
Look in the player list. My name is updated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well,
There's no rat in the list. Only a rat in the logs.
fine.
Oh,
I love
John Jiang's
wasn't paying
name
attention. I
or
just clicked
job
OK when it said join.
is to can or dry food for the upcoming trip. So let's see. Yeah. So you are assigned the job of canning or drying food. You'll find food supplies in the barn, where there is bags of beans and some butchered meat that you are in charge of packaging up and drying to make jerky and whatever provisions are needed for the upcoming cattle drive.
Yeah, I know what my character's probably going to do when you're ready for it.
Okay. Somebody tell me what they rolled next.
5.
5. So Rex's job is to gather and bale hay from the fields to feed the animals. And you will find a hay field over here. Who do we have next?
I got a 3.
Okay. You are told by Luke that there's another cow expecting to give birth to a calf. And you are enlisted to assist in that birth. And that cow is over... she's in the barn.
One of the ones you brought back yesterday.
No.
I look
Or
at
it's a
him.
giant spider.
I look at him and raise an eyebrow and go like, "Is this because I'm gosh darn woman?"
Exactly. You guessed it. Now scoot.
God
I
damn
believe
it.
I'm also in the barn, aren't I?
Yes.
Because that's where the food is, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Who we've got next? Is that everybody?
I had also rolled an 8.
Oh.
I don't know if you want me to roll something else.
Yeah, go ahead and roll something else.
All right. Whoop.
Okay,
6.
you rolled a 6. You are going to oil and maintain the tack, harnesses, and saddles over in the barn.
Oh.
Because there's a lot of horses that we're going to be taking with us on the cattle drive. And they're going to need a lot of gear. So you need to get them oiled up and make sure everything's in good shape. Okay? So, and then that leaves Lily. Lily... Yeah, you're just going to be sat in the bunkhouse playing with rope while you rest up from your poisoning.
Okay.
She's not playing with rope, she's in her knitting circle. Don't be mean.
Okay. Alright, so Zhang. How do you say your name?
Zhang.
How do you Zhang. Okay. Zhang, please describe for me how you're going about your task.
So my character was sent to get food, but my character has a very different concept of what he considers to be food.
Oh.
So he's going into the barn and he's looking for like the rice,
Yeah.
and he's basically going to make as much effectively Chinese food as he possibly can for the trip.
Uh-huh.
So it's going to be just Chinese takeaway equivalent meals for the entire trip.
Bento boxes. Or wait, that's
In the little cart, yeah, they got their like. Somehow he's got the bamboo
yeah,
boxes,
rice balls.
and but he's also provided all the chopsticks.
Oh. Okay. Anything else?
And there might be some chickens missing.
Oh, okay. All right. Rex, please describe how you're going about your chore.
Baling hay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm baling hay. That's it. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
No idea how one describes that. I've never baled hay before.
Okay, while you are baling hay, all of a sudden, out comes from one of the bales, well, like that was already sitting out there, this wild boar just out of nowhere pops up and starts, you startled it. And starts squealing and running away.
Perfect. I let it run away. I've no
Okay.
I have no qualm with a wild boar. I don't need to, I wasn't told to catch boar while I was out here in the field, so I'm just I assume I'm not cutting down hay because I assume that's already done. So I'm just gathering it up and tying it off in bales that are reasonably sized. I have nothing. The boar can go about his day.
Okay, perfect. Zenobia, please describe how you're going about your chore.
Yeah, she is not happy about her task, so I'm walking in muttering under my breath the whole time, gosh darn fucking woman work. The fuck are they taking me for? Kill people taller and stronger than him. God fucking damn it. Put on the heavy duty leather gloves that go up to my elbows.
Uh-huh.
And I basically stand by, so cow births are pretty easy. they are usually going by themselves, and you normally just assist them if the calf seems stuck. So I'm kinda standing by and watching a cow give birth. If nothing happens, well, I stand there and look pretty, and if something happens, I would basically assist getting the calf out.
Okay. So this cow seems a little bit agitated. It's shuffling its feet, it's mooing, it's shaking its head about. And you stand there and look pretty.
Well, I mean, it's normal for a cow who gives birth to be a little bit agitated, I would wager, so...
I was gonna say, what's he supposed to do? Just talk politely to the cow?
Yeah.
I
Whatever
look
he
over.
wants to do.
Well, I'm trying to keep the cow as calm as possible.
Mhm.
Give the
But-
cow an epidural.
No, I only go basically to the front of the cow because I don't fancy getting kicked.
Okay. Calvin, please describe your chore that you're going about.
Calvin understands this chore and what to do, but he's not completely familiar with horses and saddles and all that kind of stuff. And he's also literally has an all thumbs hindrance, so this kind of like fine motor skill type of task is not the best for him. So he's kind of just getting oil everywhere, and
Oh.
it's messy, and he's doing the best he can. But
You're getting bits of straw stuck to you on the oil and dirt.
Yep. There's kind of like a slippery area around him once he's finally done of all the excess oil and stuff.
Okay, fantastic.
We are going to have a rough time riding.
Yep.
Lily, would you like to describe how you're going about your chore?
Guess Lily is just braiding like the rope together. I guess because she's used to like making little trinkets and stuff, she also just braids in like little like bits of I guess like metal or things that she finds on the floor into the rope.
Gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, to make it like look pretty, and like maybe she could use it for like a ritual or something.
Oh.
But yeah, she's just doing that.
Okay, awesome. Javier over here, he's going about the kitchen duties, kind of cleaning up after breakfast and preparing for the next meal, and he eyes what you're doing over there, like with like bits of metal and stuff, and he raises an eyebrow at you and kind of shakes his head with like a look on his face that he's like, what on earth is this girl doing? She's an odd one. But he doesn't say anything to you, and he likes to mind his own business and goes back to his work. Okay. So everybody is going about their chores for the day. Zenobia's still standing there looking pretty.
If it's in the same building, I might even go over and ask if they need assistance.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that if you like.
Alright. So I approach them and sort of look at the animal and then look at them and ask, is everything okay?
Who do you ask?
The person that's struggling, and I guess that's both of you.
Yeah. Yeah, my fingers aren't aren't made for this. Watch your step. It's getting slippery over here. I may have got some on the horse already.
So my character doesn't have any knowledge of, I suppose, medicine, per se. I have a question though that I don't. According to my character information, it says I can only use beneficial powers on myself. Would that include healing? Because I was wondering if not, I could use the healing on the cow to try and keep it calm.
What, is it, this is a power?
Yes.
What's the power called? I only
Healing.
took a screenshot of your top half. Oh, okay. Let me see. Healing. Healing skill, but I want the healing power.
What I was thinking was I could use it in a way that sort of dulls the pain of the creature. Make it easier for it to...
Sure, you can do that.
Okay. Alright. I believe I need to do a skill check. So this is using my focus skill, which is a D8. And I guess the D6. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. Oh, there it goes. So that's explode on the D6. So it's a 4 and a 8.
Okay.
Which is a pass with a raise.
Yeah. So, describe what you were trying to do with
sure.
that healing?
So I do a very kind of signature move that people who come to know me, they see me crack my knuckles audibly, and then I start moving my hands, arms around in a very slow manner, and as I put my palms together, my fists start to glow, and then I place them on the animal, and then sort of like this glow emanates from my hands into the creature and sort of dissipates as I use chi to heal it.
Okay. So you see the cow visibly relax. She stops shuffling her feet about. She's no longer agitated. And then out slides the baby. And I need Zenobia to make a roll to see if you catch it in time.
What would that be?
Agility?
Athletics? Or just agility?
Yeah, let's do athletics.
Athletics, okay. Double success.
Damn.
You
Another 6.
Alright, keep going.
So that's a 14.
Okay. You
I'm
catch
so
the
fucking
baby.
fast.
You catch the baby in a perfect baby carrying, cradling pose. It perfectly rests in your arms. And
It's a calf. It's a cow. Remember that.
Yeah, I
I
can't hold it. And yeah, no, I
You're
can't
so
carry that.
athletic that you.
To be fair, it's a big... Oh no, wait, you're the woman, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
woman.
It's
You
still a baby
gently,
cow.
you gently place it on the ground. You manage to gently place it so well on all 4 of its legs that it immediately starts walking perfectly. It's a miracle. You helped it walk already.
I'm Cow Jesus.
Okay.
Calvin was standing off to the side, noticed both things happen. Seeing the like chi move and golden glows and stuff. He drops the oil bottle completely in kind of amazement. He's never seen something like that before. And then is kind of brought back to reality by the amazing calf catch.
Okay. Anything else anybody would like to do in the barn? No?
Nod to the one who's holding the calf, and with a sort of put my fist to my palm and bow in respect, and then go back to making more Asian cuisine.
I just look at him confused because I think he has hurt his hand or something.
Okay. So time passes and we're getting close to evening as everyone's toiling about with their work. And you hear the dinner bell start ringing for the end of the day. And the rest of the crew come back from their chores and start gathering to the bunkhouse. Yep. And there approaches some people. Let me see. I gotta bring these people out. We have... There approaches some people.
Oh my god, it's triplets! Quintuplets!
Oh, wow.
Oh fuck, I don't know the number for 5 of them.
Pentuplus? Penta?
5 would be quantuplets, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Quadruplets.
Quintuplets.
Okay. Now, there are
Might
6
be up.
rather surly looking gunmen following a better dressed man. Hang on, I have a picture of him.
Oh.
Somewhere. Where's my stuff? It's right here. Ooh. This gentleman. This is a bigger picture of him. But that's who this guy is. That's what he looks like. And he is sporting a pair of shiny Colt revolvers. Off to one side is a 7th man. A hard-looking Indian dressed in a threadbare... This gentleman here. Dressed in a threadbare army jacket. Decorated with a smattering of bangles and other trinkets. And the gunman here sees Bill walking into the bunkhouse And he says, good day to you, Mr. Sutter. My name is Bartholomew Phelps, and I'm here as a representative of the Bayou Vermilion Railroad. I'm authorized to purchase your cattle at the agreed-upon price of $5 per head. Sutter screws up his face and snarls at him. Like I told them other fellers from your railroad, you can pound sand. That ain't half what they're worth on the open market. Phelps here sneers at him. But this isn't an open market. I understand no one hereabouts will purchase cattle with your brand, and I'm afraid my employer's stock cars are booked up for the foreseeable future. I'd recommend you take the offer before prices drop further. Sutter here turns suddenly serious as a preacher. Prices ain't the only thing about to drop around here if you and your lot don't head out pronto. And then Phelps here thumbs back both hammers on his shotgun and points it at Bill. Now, with all that hollering going on, the ranch hands hear that and start coming out.
I mean, if I was any other character I would normally play, I would have already shot him.
And all 14 of them, I'm not going to put 14 tokens on here, but all 14 of them, as they're like coming into the bunkhouse, and some of them are already in the bunkhouse, they start gathering around and staring them down, and with an attitude of like, you go ahead and try something. Because there's 14 of us plus our other weird party members.
Weirdos we found in town.
These weirdos, and there's only 8 of you. Phelps sees the crowd gathering and weighs the situation here. He tips his hat towards Bill instead of... He kind of lowers his gun, tips his hat. And he motions for his men to turn around and head back down the path. But the last one to move is this fella here. He lingers a long half-minute, glaring at Bill with cold, obvious hate. Everybody that has decided to also come outside, go ahead and roll me notice checks.
Is it okay? I would have grabbed my rifle and kinda came over here and opened a window, basically, to, if this would have gone sideways, that I could have shot out of the window. Is
Yeah, that's
that
fine.
eligible for a notice roll as well?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I think I just critical failed.
We,
Oh, you
Fortunately, I
did!
made it.
don't have any of the
You can also use
hindrances.
bennies if anyone wants to use bennies to do any rerolls.
No, I think I'm good. I don't think
Everybody
my
has
finger-
3 to start the session with.
Yeah.
Kelvin made it.
Okay. For everyone that made the notice roll,
I mean,
notice-
depends on what you set for the DC for the
oh, it's
notice roll.
4. It's generally 4 for these types of skill checks.
Then
Oh, wait,
Kellen
with a
made it,
negative
yeah.
2. Give me a negative 2 on all your rolls.
and nobody made
I'll
it.
point out, I believe everyone's proficient with notice. They shouldn't have a -2.
Well, I'm
unless there's
just
something
following
else.
along with the book that says to do that.
Oh, okay.
For this,
This-
this is a particular difficult
Okay.
skill.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Or a difficult thing to notice.
Yeah.
So, anybody pass that check? So it'd be your roll -2, and to succeed you need a 4 or over.
Then nobody made it.
Okay, you don't notice anything. Okay. After a cold, long half minute of him glaring down Bill, he follows the rest of them out. And, they all depart. Just reading through to see what happens next. Okay, yeah, they take off. Okay. With that, Bill kind of grumbles and mumbles under his breath, and he says to everybody gathered outside, "Alright, come on, nothing else to look at out here. Let's get inside and get some grub." So, everybody files in, finds their place at the dinner table, and Javier here serves out the meal, and they all get to eating. Bill here then addresses everybody and says, "I apologize, I didn't say nothing before about the Bayou Vermilion. They sent an agent out with an offer a couple of days ago to buy the whole herd at $5 a head. And as you know, we can get a lot more from anyone trying to ship these beeves to the maze. So I said no, that I was going to drive them north to the big stockyards. They implied we'd never make it, and I don't like being threatened. We can handle what they got now, but if they send for reinforcements, we'll be in trouble. Especially if some of the rumors I've heard about them are true. So I'm gathering the herd and heading north in 3 days. There'll likely be trouble. If that's more than anyone signed on for, now's the time to cut out."
Ain't ya gonna worry about nothing, boss. You just point and we shoot him.
And that's what I like to hear.
What are these rumors you hear about?
I hear they've got some pretty squirrely characters they've hired on to come out and deal with us. But I think we can face anything they throw at us.
I turn to who just asked? Sorry.
Rex.
Rex. I turn to Rex and I go, that's just polite people talk for they hired a bunch of cutthroats to kill the competition.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've seen that before.
Calvin's kind of with a shocked face looking around. He's like, people do that to other people's farms?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah. There's pretty stiff competition out here in the West, and it gets pretty cutthroat when somebody's trying to make a dollar out here.
He slams the table with his fist, very angry. Says, "That ain't right."
As you do, the other end of the table like flips up.
Mhm.
Hey, watch it! And this guy's bowl of stew just dumps all over him.
I'm sorry. Let me. You got towels or something I can go get you?
he notices the size of you, and he's like, "Oh, no, don't worry, I've got it. It's no trouble at all, really."
No, I wanted this stew in my lap.
My lap's nice and warm now, thanks.
At the ceiling.
Calvin settles down, but you can tell he's like bothered and really thinking about something.
What's on your mind, fella? Says, I'll say Bill.
I just can't believe somebody would do that to somebody else's farm. I don't know. You think, there's just shootouts and stuff. You think somebody'd do something even worse? Like, I don't know, ruin the whole land or something?
Ruin the whole land. I wouldn't put it past them if they're capable. They'd stop at nothing to put me down.
Oh, jeez. Ugh.
But
Yeah,
with the crew we've got here and everybody, all you funny looking characters, y'all kind of different from different backgrounds. He kind of gives some side eye to Lily. And Zhang. I think we can take anything they throw at us, but we'll best need to keep our wits about us as we hit the trail. Yeah. Anybody else wanna add anything, say anything before wrapping up dinner?
How you doing, Lily? How's your shoulder?
Would Vic ladle by now?
You can tell that the medicine you received and the rest that you had during the day, you're feeling just about almost 100%, but with a good night's sleep, you'll definitely can tell you'll probably feel better by tomorrow.
She smiles and just gives a thumbs up.
Calvin gives her a light tap on the shoulder, the wrong one.
She kind of grunts for a second.
That's what I like to hear.
Okay. Anybody else?
Just enjoying my second good meal in 2 days.
I grab seconds. It's free food.
Yep.
Well, technically not, but you know what I mean. I don't have to directly pay for it, so...
We're cooking.
Well, indeed, otherwise there would be no food. Duh.
Alright. So the evening winds down again and everybody starts heading to their beds. Unless anybody else has anything they want to add.
I go to the stable to check on my horse.
Okay. Oh, we didn't mention your horse. You had bought a horse already.
Yes, I didn't buy a horse. I had a horse.
You had a horse.
It came out of my starting money, but yes.
You didn't tell me what your horse looked like, but we can address that for next time.
Sure, it looks like a horse. Its name is Jasper. That's about as far as I got.
There's your horse. Oh, clicking things. Jasper. Okay. Okay. Your horse is fine. There you go.
I'm checking all his gear. I heard tales of this haphazard saddle maintenance that was going on throughout the day. And as I come into
make
the
me-
stable, I see that there's all kinds of oil all over the place.
Make me
I want
a
to make sure
roll.
he didn't
Make
ruin
me
my
an
saddle gear.
agility roll.
There's also a lot of chicken feathers.
An agility
Make an
roll.
agility roll, yeah.
Four apparently.
Alright.
Born a
You see the oil slicks on the ground, and you successfully do not slip and fall on your butt.
Fantastic. So yeah, I'm just checking to make sure that the haphazard saddle maintenance didn't ruin my saddle or my saddlebags or any of the stuff that I had with that I'd brought with me to this ranch.
The saddle was, however, put upside down.
It's on backwards, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I straighten the saddle out and I kind of squeegee off some of the extra oil. Like, you don't need this much oil.
And the embryonic fluid.
Okay, anybody doing anything else?
So after the dinner concludes, my character's now attention is on this individual. You said anyone who has knowledge of the occult might identify that they're involved in the occult.
Yeah.
So my character might eventually approach you surreptitiously and will ask you, are you Wu or Zhu?
Jeez.
Do I know what?
It's possible if you have a knowledge of the occult in foreign lands.
Yeah, sure. I kind of.
Okay, in that case, you would know that a Wu is something to describe all magical and incomprehensible things. Was not used as a derogatory term. It was often referred to that of a sorcerer, while a Zhu in rural Chinese communities are people who are accused of witchcraft and are believed to raise snakes and poison people through eye contact or the polluted food.
I say woo.
And I visibly sort of sigh with like relief and give a nod of respect. And I have never met a Wu out this far out before. It will be an honor to see you work.
I haven't seen anyone quite like you either out here.
I have
Be
traveled
interesting.
far.
Ah, it would be interesting to see you work as well.
And I give a bow and I head off to the bunker.
I just give a slightly puzzled wave as you go head off.
Calvin has left the bunkhouse and is just kind of hanging out in the fence post, gathering himself, thinking, staring off into the night. Sees the giant cheese slice approaching.
Oh my god, it's a giant cheese!
Oh, now that's the cheese slice you're referring to.
Yeah.
I was like, are you referring to the fence?
Nope.
I love that it captions it giant cheese slice attacks.
I did that.
Ah.
So was that Noom who wrote that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we have to entertain ourselves. You know what? Actually, this is something that my character was interested in doing. I approach you.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm still learning names.
Yeah.
And I ask you if you would wish to spar.
Spar. What you mean spar?
You are a practiced in the way of the fist, are you not? Because I like look at your, your big. I'm assuming big boxing kind of fists. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I look like.
Yeah.
But nah,
Yeah.
I don't really know much about fighting, really. But
Oh,
yeah.
well, my apologies. I assumed you were one that was well trained in the arts of hand-to-hand combat.
No, sir. I'm just trained on farm life, really. I mean, if I can help you in some way, I can. I can throw a few punches with you, but I can't.
I would be much honored if you would.
All right. And Calvin
Shall
kind of.
we move into the clearing where we do not scare the animals?
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah.
So as I go over here, you notice that my character's sort of like moving his arms again, as if sort of like stretching. But as he goes, you realize there's an imminent glow, and this is where I need to make another roll. So that's a D8 and a D6, I guess. Oh, that I clicked the wrong thing. Oh god, they both explode. Well, long story short, that succeeds. All right, and I sort of move my hand, palm flat open, up facing upwards, and then wave my fingers for you to take your strike.
Calvin, kind of takes a basic fighting stance and rears back and throws a big old straight jab at him.
Go for it.
Want me to roll something?
Yeah. So it's fighting plus your D6.
All right. So that's 2. Oop. Oh, 1 exploded.
Ooh.
All right. 6
So-
and 3.
So that's a 9.
Yeah.
All right. So as your fist would come towards me, I just sort of like bend backwards as your fist goes right over where my face was.
Mhm.
Looks like I'm quite difficult to hit,
Yeah.
but that look seemed fairly close. It was like probably like my character, maybe a little bit more close than I was comfortable with, and I'm visibly impressed.
Yeah. He's very surprised. He kind of like stumbles through the punch. Maybe even ends up like on the behind you or on the side or
Yeah.
something. And is also, he's not shocked. He's still just kind of amazed because he's noticed the glowing and he's not sure what it means or what's going on.
Also, the fact that my character is moving in ways you've probably never seen before.
Yeah. Yep.
And then he starts moving his arms again in a more perhaps concerned manner as I attempt another ability.
You guys beating each other up?
Yes, we are. Because we're waiting for you. We got bored.
Okay.
Let me see if I... Yep, that is a success. But... I want to Benny that and re-roll that because I'm trying to get a modifier. Which is another one. Which I believe is a... so I'm just trying to read my own ability. 5. Still didn't get it. Oh well. I will probably leave it at that one. You see my character sort of like struggling to maintain sort of control over the combat. It's just swinging and I'm sort of dodging. Anyway, but we're waiting for you to get back, Noon, if you want to stop us. We'll just entertain
No,
you.
that's fine. You guys are beating each other up. That's cool.
Yep, that's what players tend to do.
Zenobia, what are you doing before bedtime?
I would actually talk about or talk to Bill if he's still available.
Yep.
I'd
He's
walk
still there.
over and go like, boss, a word.
Sure. What do you got, little lady?
Well, thing is, now that these wonderful people already showed up twice, I was thinking about maybe establishing some kind of guard roster through the night so we don't wake up burning in our own beds. Or something unpleasant like that.
You know
Also,
what?
seems to be 2 people fighting outside.
That's not a bad idea. You volunteering?
Sure, I can take first watch.
Alright,
But I
anybody else?
would
Yep.
need 2 or 3 more to like make a real roster so I get some shut eye as well.
Alright, well, I'll leave that to you to head that up. If you want to go around asking anybody else if they'd like to help out, that's fine with me, but it sounds like a good idea.
Alright, boss.
So you do have, obviously the party members. You have Javier, the cook. You have Luke Canton, Here, let me put a name on some of these guys. This is Javier. This is Luke. This is Bill. And then you have the other 14 ranch hands.
And this one is 14 ranch hands.
This one is 7 ranch hands. And this one is the other 7 ranch hands.
That's fair. Yeah, I just make basically a big round, and ask around. The more we are, the less sleep we are gonna lose. So.
Okay.
I volunteer to join his little detachment of watchmen. Saying that, I'm always interested in keeping law and order.
Alright, you've got 1. If there's any particular ranch hands you want to pull out from the group, we can make some up.
Well, not Javier. He's the cook, and we need him for more, so he needs to be it. If the food tastes shitty, we don't gain anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely ask the 2 fighting guys down here.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas. Could you stop beating each other up for a second?
I like the picture, he's sort of grabbed onto me, and I'm just sort of wrapped around his forearm like a cat.
Yeah. Kind of
And we
shaking
just
my
sort of
arm.
pause, and then just sort of look over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me just kind of prise him off his arm.
I drop off, dust myself off.
Yeah, what you need? What are you talking about?
With my hat.
Well, thing is, boss and I talked. We should probably establish some kind of guard roster for the night, so they don't set us on fire while we are sleeping. I
Oh.
already got one more, so I'm looking for more volunteers. And the more we are, the less sleep the guards are losing. So the more, the better.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea for me. I'll take a duty. I probably wasn't gonna sleep too
Take
much
a
tonight
duty.
anyway. Take a duty. Might even call it first.
I also volunteer.
As tribute.
God, I hope not as tribute. Okay, cool. Then we are all ready for. I will be taking first watch, and well, we'll see how we are organizing that. Yeah, and then I would go back into the bunkhouse and ask the rest of the random 14 ranch hands, and of course Luke.
How many are you looking for?
We have 4, maybe 5 or 6 total.
Okay.
So two more.
Okay. So Luke, the rest of the ranch hands kind of look to him for direction on pretty much everything. And he picks out a couple of them for you. He picks out, let's call him Peter. And we'll call him, I don't want to call him Paul.
Josh.
It's Mark.
Josephus.
We'll call him Joshua. All right. Oh, there's like a little there's somewhere where there's like I can roll on a table of characteristics somewhere. Where does it say that? Well, we'll worry about that later, I guess. Because it encourages like the players to help come up with the other ranch hands, to like develop friendships and allied personalities table in Savage Worlds. Allied personalities table. Allies personalities 112. Oh, okay.
Now it's pay 1112.
Yeah. Kitty, roll me a d20.
Oh,
Never.
God. Get some of them.
That's a 12.
Okay. We'll give that one to Joshua. Let me pull up my notes here. And then we can kind of build out like the characteristics of these guys. So you notice about Joshua, he's a kind of thin looking guy and pretty agile, kind of young guy. He looks like he's up for the task. And then go ahead and roll me one more d20.
Yes, ma'am. That's 6.
Oh my gosh. This guy is like ready and raring to go. You kind of tell he's like itching for fight. He doesn't have his guns on his belt right now, but he's like, his fingers start twitching where his belt, like his gun belt would be. And he's like, oh, yes, I'm ready for this. Let's go.
Hey, Red!
Nice.
I'm gonna practice my stabbing!
Okay.
Okay.
So-
I assume I don't have to make an actual roster. Out of game. It's just each goes in a turn and, keeps watch.
You're going to decide the roster. Bill put you in charge of this watch.
You really
You
want
asked
me
for
now?
it.
You really want me now to write down a fucking roster?
Yep.
Okay.
Also, don't forget you have to do the superannuation for each individual.
You know, I have a favorite yoga
annual
exercise.
leave.
It's rising middle finger in the red moonlight.
That's one of the key fingers of power.
Uh,
It's usually used in
uh,
traffic.
okay, so I go first. If you want to note it down, Noon.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
I go first. Then we take Calvin.
Uh-huh.
Then we take Peter.
Uh-huh.
Joshua.
Mhm.
Then we take Jang.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's it.
Finally,
Did I
Rex.
Oh yeah, Rex. Sorry. That's the roster. There you go.
There you go.
Never ask me to do that again. I will try.
Okay. So the rest of the ranch hands and Lily, they head to bed. And the watch starts with Zenobia. Where would you like to set up watch at?
Is there some kind of elevated thing? Can I get on the roof, maybe?
You can get on the roof. Make me a check for not falling off the roof.
Sure. Athletics?
Sure.
Cool. That's a 5.
All right. You managed to get on the roof with no trouble at all.
Okay. I get up there, of course, with my rifle.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a coffee or some water or something, so I don't have to go down if I'm thirsty.
Okay. So your watch passes and nothing happens.
Okay, well, I get down, wake up the next one, and go the fuck to sleep.
All right, Calvin, you want to try and get on the roof, or how would you like to take up your watch? You don't have to get on the roof.
Calvin just kind of goes outside and takes a sit against the
Calvin's
wall.
already tall enough that he can see as if he was on the roof.
Yeah.
Okay. Your watch passes and nothing happens.
All right.
You want to wake Peter up?
Wake Peter up. Get up, Peter.
He jumps out of bed. He's so ready. You know, I didn't even sleep. I just lay here awake waiting for my watch.
Good for you, buddy. Calvin passes back out.
All right. Peter takes his watch. Nothing happens. He wakes up Joshua. Joshua's like, "Oh man, I'm so excited to take my watch." He goes out. Nothing happens. He goes back to bed and he wakes up Zhang. Zhang. There you are. He pokes Zhang
I tried to
says, "Your turn."
go out and sit on a rock, meditate. And how are we supposed to tell the time?
Wherever the moon is in the sky.
Okay, alright. I'll try and make it like 2 thumb lengths, which is usually how people figure it out. And yeah.
Yep, nothing happens.
Alright. It was next.
Rex's turn. Rex.
I don't see them. Oh, that right.
Because I was hiding under Luke.
I don't think. Yeah. I wake you up.
Cool.
Ask if you would like some company.
Don't worry. I got my trusty steed. Me and Jasper got this.
Okay.
Okay, where would you like to set up your watch?
We're just gonna wander around, patrol around the area. I'm riding on Jasper like a good lawman. Just kind of riding around the whole area, keeping watch for anything that looks suspicious.
Okay. You are riding around, and all of a sudden, from behind this rock, you startle a wild boar.
I
Oh,
shoot
Lord.
it. No. What's it do?
It
It's
squeals and runs off.
okay, perfect. Then I let it squeal and run off.
Is that like your nightmare or something?
I'm not no nightmare about fucking boars.
No, it's a meme at this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Oh,
I
I'm
just
sorry, I accidentally grabbed you. All of a sudden, this wind gust pushes you off your horse.
throws me 5 miles down the road. Yeah. And I just keep patrolling around the area.
All right, nothing else happens, and the sun's up. And Javier wakes up and starts preparing the granola bars to pass out to everybody as they head out for their day of work. And Luke rings the bell for everybody to wake up. And Luke comes out here. Everybody starts gathering around for their daily chores. And Bill comes out of his house with someone you haven't met yet, this young woman. Penny, please. This young woman is trailed behind by a chihuahua that is barking.
Yeah, there are chihuahuas everywhere here.
There are chihuahuas everywhere. Just barking. I really need to get some like little chihuahua like images in here though. That would be funny. And they gather around while Luke starts dealing out the chores. He deals out chores to all the ranch hands except so they all go off and do their business. Except how many of you? 5? The 5 of you. And he Bill comes up here and says, "Now I've got a special task for our 5 newbies. I need y'all to assist my niece here, Abby, with making a supply run to town. We're gonna need some things that we don't have at the moment, and we'll need you to go to the general store in town to pick up some things for the trail drive. And I'm listing you lot to help her out."
I'm assuming he's referring to the players.
Yes.
Right.
So we have let me see, where's this and this. Oh, why is there is that a chihuahua?
It's a chihuahua disguised as a cat.
Okay. Abby has brought out with her this wagon with a horse attached and empty so that it will have room to load up the supplies. And she says, "Now y'all saddle up your horses and we'll ride out. We've got a long day ahead of us and we got a lot of equipment to get."
So my character not having a horse goes to get onto the wagon.
Okay. Okay. Lily? Are you coming along?
Yep.
Okay. You got a horse?
I seem to have lost it.
Did you check the barn?
Good idea.
Yeah, that poison still must have hit a brain.
Hit a brain?
Shame,
Hit a brain.
Okay. Alright, looks like we got everybody. Alright, we're gonna move into town. This one. And let me bring you guys over here. Where you coming into town? And we've got... gonna have to assign this one. And this one. And give you your horsies. Oh, and then, oh, not you. You get this one. And then we need you. And we need you. Oop. Jang's on the wagon. And we need you. And you. And you. Okay. So, y'all riding into town. Can I attach this? Attach to you? Oh, yeah. Riding into town. And Abby heads to and parks the horse at the general store. And let's see. The trip into town passes uneventfully. Abby produces a list of supplies. And she points to, let's see, Zhang and Lily. To you, come on inside with me so that you can help me gather up stuff. Everybody else, you keep watch out in front of the store. With that Bayou Vermilion crew running around, I don't want to be surprised inside by any of them ambushing us, so you guys keep watch out here for them. You never know when they might show up. So she heads inside and motions to Zhang and Lily to help her inside. And she starts calling out items on the list for you guys to help her look where they are and gather them up.
I think she chose really poorly if she wants me to do that. And maybe even Lily too, I'm not sure. But yeah, I will endeavor to attempt to... because my character also reads English kind of poorly.
Oh yeah, reading like labels and stuff. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like I'm using it's a second language to me, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so they're in there, getting supplies and things. What are you guys doing out in the town?
Well, I'm keeping set on my horse.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, basically do what she told me to do and keep an eye on the square and on anyone who basically comes close to the wagon or the horses.
Okay. Rex?
Just wandering around in the square, taking a look, watching the people, see if any of them look suspicious or up to no good. trying to keep in mind that I saw whatever a sextuplet would be of dudes the other day. So I'm, I know there's not that many faces I actually have to be looking for because there's only 3 possible faces that these people could be. So.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Calvin?
Calvin's just kind of leaning against this fence post here, looking out to the outside of town. Whatever trees, whatever is out there.
Okay. So a few minutes pass, and you see. Do you guys hear that barking?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's fine.
Yep.
The puppy and Penny are play fighting in the living room. They're hilarious. Anyway, you guys hear some brawling, which sounds like chihuahuas fighting inside the saloon. Over here.
Oh.
And out comes the man you recognize. Yep. He comes out, followed by these guys here. There's 6 of them. Oh, wait, there's a way for me to... Hang on, let me try this. I remember this from the tutorial. Gunman 1. And then I can, like, copy it? Paste? No, there's some kind of shortcut that would, like, automatically...
You mean like assign
Number
those
it.
gunmen 1 through 3?
Yeah, I
Like
forget what the
correlate them.
shortcut is. Duplicate? Oh, yeah, just hit click duplicate. Nice.
Ooh, there you go.
There. And then, this fella back here. Okay. So they come out of the saloon, and the main guy here, he says, I commend you folk on your stubbornness, if not your common sense. Most would have cleared out ahead of the storm that is surely coming. Instead, you chose to leave the ranch where you held, at least for a moment, a numerical advantage. Now I see among you someone I recognize with a particular reputation for being a quick draw. So, Sheriff Rex, I'm calling you out. Let's see how quick you really can draw. And, he comes out and faces you at a pace that is typically used for dueling, with his hands at the ready of his gun.
Okay.
How do you respond?
I quickly draw my gun and shoot him. Clearly.
Wow.
Wow!
No.
That's what he wanted.
Yeah. That's what I said. Exactly. Are you challenging me to a duel?
You darn tootin', and he spits on the ground.
And when I win, what promise do I have that your men don't try to retaliate?
You have my promise.
Yeah, but you'll be dead. So what promise do I have from them?
Okay, he looks to his men and says, y'all, when I go down, you gotta clear out. Them's the rules, you hear? And they nod. Where's the dueling
Oh.
rules?
We in the shop aware of what's going on outside?
You hear, Phelps. He was quite loud about calling Rex out because he got excited about knowing, who this. He knows the reputation of this man, and he's kind of looking forward to taking him down. So he wasn't shy about the words he was using.
I'm just curious how she's reacting.
Yeah. You guys hear what's happening, and you have enough time to quickly just step out of the store, but not so much to get any closer than that.
My character would like to attempt to use a chi power.
Uh-huh.
I'll start with the power of. I want to try for the one I failed to do before. I'm going to try for speed, which has a modifier, so I need to get a 6 to work. So that is a D6 and a D8, I believe. Hey! Success. So that's running.
You're running?
Well, like the power is working.
Oh. What power?
It's called speed. Effective. If anyone who knows played D&D, it's a equivalent to haste.
So you're ready to.
I'm moving at unnatural speeds.
Okay. Okay. So the duel starts. Let me see. I have not read this yet. Duels conducted in this way last exactly 3 rounds. For the start of the first round, give each duelist a whole card face down. Okay, so I gotta get a deck of cards out here.
Yep.
Create deck. And we'll do this over here. And let me get, we've got this guy. And we've got Rex. Okay. Rex. Oh, I'm giving you a card face down.
Yeah, I'll point out that I think he gets a card, which you both draw cards, but you don't see each other's cards. You're forming what's equivalent to a poker hand.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do I do this?
Can you not see your own cards without?
I can hide the card.
Yeah, but can he see his card?
Right, that's what I'm
I can only flip it.
I suppose it doesn't matter if it's you seeing your card and him seeing his. Well, everyone's seeing his, rather.
I guess. Well, you'll each get.
Mine. Oh, I can't move my cards. I was like, we could always just put my cards on one side, your cards on the other, and then we don't have to worry about that.
Oh yeah, like visually on the board.
Right.
That's a good point.
Instead of next to each other.
Yeah. So let me move you over here. Okay. And now you're able to flip your card, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Okay, so what does quick draw actually do? It says you draw
Oh,
2
damn.
cards when spending a Benny for an additional action card at the beginning of a round. So I need to
this is
spend a
round.
Benny. So I spend a Benny and I get to draw an additional card? Or I
Yes, and
Okay.
yeah, I believe that's true. That's and then you get to add it to your hand effectively.
Okay, so it says you draw 2 cards when spending a Benny for an additional card. So I get 2 cards instead of 1
Yes.
if I'm drawing cards. Okay.
So you have 2 cards?
Yeah, I'm going to spend a Benny and draw an extra card.
Did I give you your extra card already? I already zoomed back in, so I don't know how many I gave you.
There are only 2 cards over here.
Okay. On the first and second round, the Blizzard might want to get involved. Are dealt an action card as well. Does anybody want to get involved?
I'm trying to figure out how.
They can perform most actions except make an actual attack. That's reserved for the third and final round. Tests. Distracted and vulnerable conditions incurred during the duel remain until the end of the third round. A raise on a test doesn't shake a duelist. However, it said the attacker can either draw a new whole card for himself or force the foe to randomly discard one of his. This is written confusing.
So what he can try and do, just to help out, is he can try and like kind of put him off his edge by maybe like intimidating him, or or if someone has it, say a spellcaster, hint hint, they might be able to either aid the ally or hinder the enemy. I don't know what abilities they might have, though, that could be applicable in this scenario.
Does anyone have anything they would like to do during this duel to help or hinder the duelists?
I may not. Go on.
Yeah, go for it.
I may not have something that'll help the duel, but if say shit goes down, I'm gonna use another key power, which is called deflection, in case things go extra bad. So I'll try that. That is a pass. So I've now got 2 powers running.
Okay.
So I'm all Dragon Ball Z up.
I would just stay on my horse with my rifle on my lap and ready in case any of the gunmen or Mr. Swagless Indian guy tries to do anything.
Actually, that is one thing. So I've got my own visual effect. If you look at my token, you can sort of see, like, looks like my hands are on fire. And as I sort of step out into the courtyard, looks like I'm ready to go if things go bad. So I'm hoping maybe this supernatural effect might even throw this bozo a little off.
Mm-hmm.
With an intimidation, perhaps.
Okay.
Do you want me to make a skill check or something, or?
I think before we get any further, we are getting close to the 3-hour mark, and I don't want to like this to bleed into like overtime because I'll start getting hangry. I think we're just gonna leave this at this standoff at this moment and return next time to this scene for the next session. And I'll read up a bit more on the dueling rules and get that figured out.
I can help you too between sessions if you like.
Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so we'll call it there. Thanks everybody for joining for this session. I hope you had fun.
Yeah,
and
thank you for running.
Yeah, we will look for someone to raid out to. Benny to Kitsune, just so I'll forget it.
So I have 4 next time.
You'll have 4 next time, yeah. Thank you, Muffin,
Nice.
for redeeming the channel point of a Benny for Kitsune for the next session.
Thanks, Muffin.
Thanks, Red Ketchup, for joining us, but we are just now wrapping up. You'll need to check in on the duel next time. We will probably be looking at 2 weeks from now, but we'll get together as a group to figure out when that's gonna be. Let's see, who's out there? Do we have anybody doing Savage Worlds? Perhaps?
I'd be surprised if you did.
I would be surprised.
I think it's like you, me, and some other guy.
We've got somebody doing something. What are they doing? They've been doing a 7-hour stream? 8-hour stream? There's just I don't know. It looks like they're playing though, so we'll go to someone called That Jaguar. Let me give them a shout out. No worries, Muffin. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks everybody in chat for stopping by. Appreciate it. We're gonna go raid someone playing Savage Worlds. I don't know what they're doing, but we'll check it out. Looks like they got some kind of cool map going on. They got some players playing, and possibly Roll20, I guess. Where is? Let's see. Raid. This. That's not it. Raid this.
No, it's slash
There
raid.
we go. Alright, thanks again, everybody. Follow along with the raid, say hi. We want to appreciate other Savage Worlds players and game runners and get this game bigger than it is right now. So let's do that. And bye!
Bye.
Bye.